Hello world, classic. God, the first line of dialogue is already like pretentious philosophy. Heck of a good way to start the game, right? Look, I get that she's cute, man, I even agree, but this amount of detail is just... why? Not even gonna comment on that line. What I'm going to say is going to sound inappropriate, but dude, if you're this horny, just pull out your dick and start rubbing it in already. What the hell are these descriptions? No, you're just a degenerate. One bad enough to make me uncomfortable. His name is literally the end of the world. Subtle.
そうそう勝手に行っちゃったらダメだよレイジ君行くときはちゃんと行くって言わないとねユウの今のはなくはいユウの80点もらっちゃいました次は100点満点目指しますいや100点目指しちゃダメですからユウのさんっていうかオワリさんも変態発言は控えてくださいそれにグレイトフルってすごいって意味じゃないですからね念のため
A fucking hypocrite of the century. Dude's line was tame compared to the bullshit you were spouting. Shut the fuck. Calm yourself. Calm yourself, obscure anime. Thank you, Owari Sekai. God, Owari Sekai is like one of those dudes that the moment a normie starts speaking, they immediately yell, "It's not cartoons, it's anime!" I respectfully disagree. One thing I'll say is that this game is very well illustrated. The sheer amount of specialized CGs in just this initial 10 minutes of playthrough is amazing. The developers at least did a great job at that. I regret complaining about the tropical liquor protagonist. This dude is a fucking horny 24/7. Jesus Christ, dude. I get it, but you don't need to point it out every time. Jesus. Isn't this girl like 16? Why are you all applauding her, like her boob shaking? Do I need to call the FBI on each and every one of you? I'm not even gonna comment on this, man. Can't we just play as Owari Sekai? He seems like a more fun character. This is very unintuitive. That was probably the intent, let's be real. I swear this game is going to turn me into male Koharu. Not like you're any better. You and me both, buddy. You have to make clear that she's in high school every single time. Why is this part even important at all? Anyway, the only reward I want is being able to go home at this point. Please just end my suffering. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm okay with this. I thought he was going to do something like really bad, like taking the clothes off the actual girls, but if it's just plastering a bunch of sexy images on a phone, essentially, I don't know, I don't see anything bad with this. I'm fine, actually. I really do feel invigorated. Thank you, Owari Sekai. Please tell me she's at least okay with this, or knows it's happening at all. Who am I kidding? Fucking... Her eyes are right there, dude. Fucking... I wish you were dead. I wish you were both dead. You're already violating several of her rights, you... Dude, whatever, man. If I keep commenting on every single human rights violation in this game, this video is just going to turn into a grown compilation. I'll just keep it to myself from now on. Pot, meat, cattle. I can just go on the internet and look up pictures of girls who actually consented to be in these outfits. I really... Poor Yuno's too sweet to deserve this. The hell? God, I have a dirty mind. Considering what both of you have done already, I think you should already be in jail. Well, it's apparently 30 degrees outside, so that wouldn't be exactly unexpected. Press X to doubt. I really hope that's not the case, because if so, I'm way worse than these two actually. Anyway, that's what every programmer says. Hey look, you do have a consciousness. How nice. Stay with your sis, you know. These guys don't deserve you. Now that is unfortunately realistic. There, now the game is hitting me with way too much uncomfortable truth. This is like peak. Oh wow, all these people are so weird. Glad I'm the only normal one around here. Like, seriously, dude, after all that dialogue I've seen, like all those thoughts I've seen you have, you belong right like in the center of that group. You're no different than any of them. So an office boy, got it. I'll be honest, this is actually way more organized than I was expecting. Look, what do you want me to do? He is showing off his fat arms, he has fat face and neck, like edgy cross around his neck. He's wearing purple black clothes and he has a literal fedora and a very unfitting long hair and glasses to look cool. The fingerless gloves to look, whatever joke I would make about this guy would be so easy and low hanging that it wouldn't even be funny anymore. I don't need to do anything, just look at it. What happened to the number one? I don't know how old you are, but you're definitely too old to be having Chunibyo at this point. Weird as this guy is, like, I can see why this is a lot of the people who play this game's favorite character. Despite everything, he is oddly entertaining. Now that's the best dialogue I've seen the whole game. I have to hold myself back from commenting after seeing that so much, you don't even know. Anything to distract me from this. Given how hot it apparently is outside, I'm not too surprised. In fact, I'm even surprised they acknowledged this as a plot point. Good on the writers, honestly. I get it, dude. I'ma do it. Don't worry. I unrespectfully disagree. How relatable. Then this game really is depressingly realistic when it wants to be, huh? Trust me, dude. Artificially trying to boost a thread is the worst thing you can do as a game developer. Way too many locals were born just out of that. Don't fall for the temptation, dude. Genuinely, I'm 100% serious here. It's just going to make things worse. Just don't do it, man. You're even self-aware of why this doesn't work. Just stop. It's just sad, man. Your studio is going under. There's no saving at this point. Reading this is actually painful. Like, it genuinely reads like local game developers posts. Just stop, man, please. I'm supposed to be rooting for you guys. Well, to be fair, that's the largest amount of real girl character traits, as you might call them, that I ever seen on an anime girl, so props for that, I guess. Yep, that's definitely some, like, a Tumblr girl shit. She even talks like a real girl too. This is amazing. Game, you can stop. This is hitting way too close to home. Actually don't, I'm on her side actually. Okay, low tier god. Jesus. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Truly the quintessential talking to real girls experience. Given how depressingly realistic this is as well, I would actually feel bad for them if the game previously didn't give me every reason not to. Got the sheer unabashed ego of that single comment, Jesus Christ. Yep, as cold and distanced as she tries to make herself, she belongs right there with the rest of you idiots. Please stop, you're just making things so much worse. Literal keyboard warriors, I can't even. For once, Reiji, I'm on your side. This is actually painful to read. I don't think Owari is the kind of person to care. God, working there sounds so exhausting. Naturally. And I was just about to praise you, but no, this is just a Twitch thought that thinks I'm a Redditor. Oh god, this is going to be one painful game, isn't it? And the protagonist is actually a Redditor. I can't even. Dude, I'm aware. You really... Can I get a game with just Yuno? Like, I want a Yuno game. For the love of Christ, she's the only character here that is even remotely No, I don't give a singular. This game is making me take the side of a Twitch thought. I fucking hate this shit. I'm not even mad. I promise you it's just these three idiots. Can you both just die, please? No, that's all you. Stop blaming others for your mistakes, you huge fucking perv. They deserve each other. You just want to be punched at this point, don't you? What am I saying? You're a Redditor. Of course you want to be punched. That actually sounds like a great time. Sure wish I was playing that game. I'm pretty sure that's weird, not the other way around. Literally lonely coping. Yep, just inhaling it, just breathing nothing but a whole atmosphere of copium right now. Then, you know, being quite savage there. I mean, I kinda guessed it, but Dan, you really did not need to put that into words. Then that is actually pretty sad. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? As awful as what I'm going to say now is, I ship it. I ship it hard. Shut the fuck up. Don't ship it anymore. I didn't expect him to have any, but you just called him a perv. What did you expect? Shut the fuck up. You belong in jail. No, it's divine retribution for whatever the hell you just said. This completely and utterly deserved.
お姉ちゃん、一緒にお楽しみ会の準備しよう。テーブルにお菓子とか並べないと。
ほら言うの。お楽しみ会ではなく、セブン評議会だと何度言えば。
I prefer the safe fun meeting. It's a better name. Yuno continues to be my favorite character, though her competition isn't exactly fierce. Did you say anything right? I just noticed this is supposed to be a sevens meeting. Like, yeah, right there, a seven council. Which is supposed to involve the 7 members of the company. But there are only 6 people, so where's the last one? Also, why is there just a random picture of boobs right there? Well, guess we found the 7th member. It's boobs. Why am I not even the slightest bit surprised? She could, you know, at least use a pic of like an entire sexy blonde lady instead of just boobs. Oh, my poor naive boy has never been on the internet for that long, has he? Why do I have the impression that the exact opposite is true? Yeah, they're definitely setting her up to be a lolly. I just see it. I mean, I don't blame her. No, I think he was always like that. I mean, can they really blame him though? Like, on this specific occasion, I mean. Like, her profile picture is literally just boobs. Shouldn't she get a scolding too? I'm thinking too hard about this. It's less of a company and more like 7 nerds in a room, so that makes sense. That approach is disturbingly common, unfortunately. Yep, now that's a Tumblr girl if I've ever seen one. Oh, so you're just a bad writer. Got it. Now that's something I can agree with. Oi, don't you dare disrespect spicy food. Especially when you're this much of a bitch. Complete and utter pussy. That's the most badass way to describe yourself as a fatty. Then, you know, once again proving that the book truly is mightier than the sword. No, there ain't. There it is. God damn, that looks badass. Oh yeah, I want to play that game. Shut the fuck up. You plebeians don't understand her vision. Truly, this company is doomed. Why not, Reiji? You seemed pretty enthusiastic about it when it was happening, Reiji. Just tell everyone, Reiji. Just tell it to the class. What's the big deal? Damn, that is actually a pretty interesting and very well implemented, actually exciting way to choose dialogue. It really felt like I was some dude put in a spot and having to react by picking whatever sounded bad. That was really good, actually. I really liked that part. I hope there are more of these throughout the game. You're truly too precious for this place.
もしかしてこの変態と共謀して何かいかがわしい実験でもしたんじゃない？
今から新世界ゴーグル。
I never thought I'd be saying this, but nice save, Owari-san.
おい、何日か？そっちで適当な VR ゴーグルを調達できるかい？できれば外部カメラがついてるタイプだ。
大丈夫なのだ。そんなのは。
じゃ、今すぐ探してくれ。見つかったらお前さんの PC に接続するんだ。そっちのポートは俺が遠隔で開けるからさ。
That I'll say, it's pretty nice of Owari to find a way to include Tatiana despite her not being physically there. Another win on your book. That is actually a pretty neat detail. Another point for the game. Well, each one of them is a reflection of the person wearing it, right? So I'd say it's pretty fitting.
ボイスコマンドこそ男のロマン。
私女子だし、そんなロマンわかんなくて当然だし。
You know what? Pretty good point. Come on, now even you have to admit that this is pretty impressive.
本当にすごいのはこれからだよ。さあ諸君、セクシーでエロエロなもんだ。
いやね、変態菌がここまで増殖していたなんて。火炎放射器でもあったらすぐに焼き尽くしたい気分だわ。
I can't even blame you there. Like, you're in a room with like 3 women. The least you could have is like the slightest bit degree of restraint, you know? Quite reasonable too. Of course you did. Both of you are never seeing heaven. Shouldn't you be like used to this as a programmer? Like, my brother's a programmer, and the thing I see him complaining about the most often is exactly that, you know? Like, there is a flaw in his program and he analyzes the code top to bottom and can never find it until like days after. So, yeah, I think you should be used to this at this point. This is just normal programmer problems. A very reasonable conclusion. I know the innocent girl with a pervy edge to her is quite the cliche, but still, I really did not expect that from you, you know?
You.
Yeah, you, fat ass.
いや、
What the fuck do you mean? That has been the mood all along. I mean, it does make sense. It's literally just a bunch of friends hanging out, so yeah, I guess in a way it feel a bit pleasant despite everything.
Eh? 僕相当疲れてるみたいだな。
Yeah, that is actually quite a reasonable conclusion. Like, I too, like, whenever I get too tired, my head also goes kind of into a haze, and I often forget things I just did. So, yeah, actually, that is a pretty reasonable conclusion. No, 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 I actually am in a time loop now. This just confirms it. Okay, now this stupid game is actually, like, scaring me. What the hell is going on? And as this chapter reaches its end, I feel like it's a good way to end things for this video. I guess I'm going to do, like, 1 chapter per video. I think that's a good pacing for these things. I'll have to see. I'll have to see how things pan out, but for now, yeah, that seems like a good way to pace these. So yeah, look forward to the next one. And that will be it for today. If you liked this video, please do all the normal YouTube stuff. You know, like, comment, subscribe, etc. And I genuinely do hope to see you next time. If you really liked it, I'd also really appreciate if you could support me financially, either through a one-time paid comment donation or by joining my membership, where for $1 a month, you get to participate in exclusive polls in order to decide which videos I'll make next. Like, which of my plans should I focus on? Which of the content I have in mind do you want to see first? You know, that kind of thing. As well as get your name put in this fancy little screen right here. You know, just as a small gesture of appreciation, exactly for your monthly support. But of course, no matter how much you choose to give me, as well as if you choose to give me anything at all, do know that I really appreciate any cent you're willing to throw my way, as well as just the fact that you're watching this video up to this point at all. But with all that stuff out of the way, I think it's finally time to, as always, bid you guys farewell. Obscure Anime out.